Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Made with Love. My name is Heather and today I'm going to try something I've never done before. I've thought about it for a long time. See, I really love my infinity scarves. Canada especially, we get really cold winters. I love the fact that I can use the infinity scarves for decorative. Also, I can use them for like in the winter to really keep your face warm. And especially little kids, they're not tying the scarves too tight around their necks. So I've got the infinity scarf. This is a thin weight one, but it's easier to demonstrate how they work. For the winter, I have my thicker one, so I will demonstrate with the thicker winter weight scarves and show you how easy it is to do these. So you just loop it around twice. I've got this tangled because I'm just kind of using my camera as a mirror, so it's not like a mirror, but so you just loop it around your neck twice and you get one pretty close to your nose. You pull the other strand down and you just hold it over your nose and you just kind of pull and tighten it, so then you get it tight across your face until you can feel it gets pulling your nose, so you know it's tight enough. And then if you put it around a third time, there, you've got a nice, it's going to keep your cheeks, your nose, and your mouth really nice and warm. And of course, in Canada, we put our toques on, all you're going to see are just the slit for the eyes. So I really love these, and I was glad that the Dollar Tree was bringing out all these infinity scarves in the last couple of years, like all the seasonal ones. But this year, okay, this is the one, sorry, got lint in my mouth now. This is the one I bought last year. See, this is from the Dollar Tree, and it is the full infinity scarf for Halloween. This year I went a couple weeks ago with my daughter to get Halloween supplies, and they had three, so I bought one of each kind. They had the purple with the bats, the pumpkins, and just this white one that's got pumpkins and everything, ghosts and black cats and cauldrons all over it. But, sorry, this year they're not infinity scarves, they're just the basic straight scarf. So I've been thinking about this for a couple weeks now, how to turn these into infinity scarves. So I've already got three pinned here. I haven't sewn in yet because I'm gonna have to fix my sewing machine because it's on the wrong settings for this fine of material. But that is what I'm going to be doing. So just give me a minute to get my sewing machine set up and all the tags removed off of the scarves, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to take the one scarf here. I'm just going to find the ends to it, and I'm just going to fold it in half, corner to corner, right sides together. Just going to find there and there. No, I'm kind of out of frame, but I had to bring it up so I can see. I'm just going to get these edges together, and I'm just going to just put some pins in here just to kind of hold it. I'm just trying to keep the edges together. So I've never done this, but it's kind of disappointed because previous years, buying the scarves from the dollar store, they were infinity scarves, and then for some reason I noticed that last year at Christmas, because the two others I've got here were last year from Christmas, and they were not the infinity scarves, they were just the straight scarves. So I've got them pinned. Oops. And just got pulled out. This is such a lightweight, thin material. I don't even know if this is even gonna work, but I'm just going to bring my sewing machine over. I'm just going to set this in. I'm just going to start stitching and see if this actually works. Just trying to angle this so you can see. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, it's not plugged in all the way. So I'm pushing down on the pressure foot pedal and it's just making a buzzing sound and not moving. Okay, let's try that again. There. Slid. Okay, I don't know what happened. It just stopped stitching. Oh, my thread broke. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my machine re-threaded, so I'm just going to continue stitching off the loose threads. Machine back a little. So you can see I've got my edge stitch. I got the two pieces stitched together. So I'm just going to move the pins so I don't knock them on the floor. And I'm just going to turn this right side so you can see that I have actually stitched the scarf and made it into an infinity scarf. Okay, I'm just going to move the camera up. Okay, so I've got the stitch done. So I've got the scarf turned into the infinity scarf. So I'm just going to put it on and just see how well it worked. I think it worked good, except my machine just kind of pulled funny and I snapped the thread when I pulled. So I don't know. Okay, there, like that. So that will work. So I'm just gonna do the other ones. I'm just gonna continue doing the other ones. I'm just gonna take this off for a second. Don't want that to get stuck. I'm just gonna do the next couple. So it's the same thing. I'm just gonna take the scarf. I'm just going to find the two edges. I'm just gonna put them together, the right sides together. Just make sure I've got them right. Yep. That's the two right sides. So I'm just going to grab those pins. I'm just going to pin this together. Now these are the scarves from the dollar store. I find that they don't quite line up perfectly, but once you get it sewn and you're wearing it, I don't think anybody's going to really notice if they're not perfect. See, always this is your seams. Your seam usually goes along your neck, or once you start, looping the infinity scarf around, the seam kind of just disappears into all the other folds. I'm just going to pin this one and just put one more pin here, like that. I'm just going to set this one aside, and I'm just going to do the same to this one here. Just finding the two edges, putting them together, right sides together. It's a dollar store product. Usually even two the exact same never measure the exact same. I'm just going to grab these pins I had used earlier. Oops. I'm just going to pin this together quickly. Just make sure you can see what I'm doing. So all I'm doing is just holding the edges together. I'm just going to put some pins in here to hold them. Like that. And I'm just going to bring the sewing machine in. And this, my sewing machine for today, I've got it set to stitch number 5, which is a shorter, thicker zigzag. And because it's a thinner material, I've got my tension set on 3. I don't know much about the tension. I just know I usually keep it on 6 for most materials. When I'm doing a thinner material, I'll go for 3, kind of between the 4 and the 3. Okay, so I'm just going to, just get my scarf here, put it under. Just get it under here and just start stitching. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue stitching. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to stitch together, so I'm just gonna continue stitching these and I'll be back when I've got them all finished. Okay, I'm back. It took me a little longer than expected. With this thin material, it kept getting pulled under the foot. Also, I had another thing that happened a few times during the last scarf that I've never had in all my time sewing. The machine is threaded, the needle is through the hole, and then suddenly the thread is still coming down, but it's no longer through the hole of the needle. Never had that happen before, but okay, anyway, so here we go. So there's my stitching. So this is the first one I did. So there. So I've got a nice stitch job. Nice little seam. So we've turned that one into a nice infinity scarf. And then I've got this one here, the purple one. Just fold this right side and you can see it's such a nice, good straight line. So that one is now also an infinity scarf. And I've got this other Halloween one here. Just gonna find, oops, sorry, don't wanna get tangled in the camera or the stand. So there's where I had stitched. So I'm just going to pull this out and it's another infinity scarf. And then I've got the 2 Christmas ones that I made. Now this one was a heavier one. It actually, where is it? It's actually a lot easier to do because it was a little bit heavier material, but I've got my Christmas one. And of course this other one. This is the one that kept getting pulled under the machine because this would be the thinnest one out of all of them. And it's also the Christmas one. It's got the candy canes to look like hearts. I'm gonna turn this one around and you can see how nice of a seam that I got. Like I said, this is the one that got pulled under. So when it got pulled under, didn't quite, let's do it this way so you can see. I kind of messed up on my line bit, but that's okay. You know, it's just my scarf. It's not for anybody. And I said, once you've folded in and you've got it all folded like this, you can't even see where the seam would be, and you can't see when you've got it, you know, all folded and you've got the seam kind of tucked in the back somewhere. So you usually put the seam to the neck. And then I got this one here, this last one. This is the one that my daughter saw this and she wanted the scarf, and it was with all the bees on it. And I told her, I said, yeah, I'll try to turn it into an infinity scarf for her. And I did. So there's the seam. It's pretty good. It's a little crooked. This is the one where I was stitching and I don't know, my needle was threaded, and then suddenly the thread is beside the needle and it's no longer threaded. So I don't know, I'll have to look that one up because I've never seen that before, but again, I've got it and it looks really good. And she'll be pleased that she can now, you know, start to wear this to school. She'll probably wear it to school tomorrow. So there you go. With just a quick stitch. It shouldn't take as long as it took for me to do it, but with just a quick stitch, either you can do it by hand or with your machine, just a couple minutes, and you can turn any regular scarf into an infinity scarf. So I suppose you can turn any scrap piece of material into an infinity scarf. Okay, again, I just want to thank everybody who's subscribing and watching my channel. I was really pleased to see that I'm now over 300 subscribers. It's been about almost 1 year since my first video. My first video was October 26 or 27 of 2000, and today is October 20, shoot, I don't know what today's date is. Today is October 27th. So yeah, we've hit 1 full year I've been making videos. So again, just want to say to everybody, you know, thank you so much for watching and enjoying my videos, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.